saying? That's how you do it. I done seen dudes like, man, I was kind of scared to fuck with y'all because that shit looked hot. But when they done seen me doing it for so long, for so many years, you got the Can't Beat 'Em Join 'Em program. Niggas like, man, I'm fucking with you, dog. Dudes younger than us, man, I mean, they just didn't grow up in our era. They growing up in the snitching era. We grew up in the hold your tongue, don't say nothing, we hate all rap, kill all rap era.
Move Silent Blow Loud 2 is the sequel. A lot of times the sequel never lives up to the first, but I feel like this is a different case. This is like Star Wars Episode 2, you feel me? Or like Lord of the Rings 2, you feel me? It's like, it's a trilogy of all trilogies, meaning basically it's gonna be a 3, but part 2 is like this. It's just elevated. At the beginning of the process, I was fucking terrified. At the same time, the pandemic went on. I had a child. My son was coming into this world. Soon as the lockdown hit, I had no time. There was no time to fucking cry. I had to get to it. You know what I'm saying? I had to create a position. I feel like with this music, especially this album, I feel like this is going to provide that foundation for my entire family. Not just my kids, my entire family. When I had my daughter, I was like, I got to do this shit. I got to take it. I got to give her the best. I got to put her in the best position to win, to be successful. That was my biggest thing. I wanted to be able to put her in a position to win. Whatever she wanted to do, I wanted to be able to have her in a position where it's like, whatever you want, you can do that. Next on this beautiful princess fashion show. It's difficult trying to chase a dream and be a good father. You know what I'm saying? But I know, like I said prior, that this is what I need to do for them, to better their situation. And I feel like, and I know in the long run, they'll understand and they'll get it.
Oh, I forgot my tablet.
Your tablet? You don't need a tablet.
No, we need music.
This is just sacrifices I make, but it's definitely difficult. Tours were done, and that was my main source of income. So I felt like a fucking... my back was against the wall. I was like, what the fuck is next? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I didn't know where it was going to go. I don't know if I was going to sink or swim. But I knew whatever it was, I was going to put my all into it. What's good, man? It's M-16, man. We about to kick the year off strong. Doing our first interview of the year. They first interview, i.e. radio. And we about to just go in there and talk that shit, pop that boss talk, You already know what it is, man. We out here in the silks. You feel me? Chains out, shirt off in the middle of the winter. You know what I'm saying? We got slappers on deck on the cam. You already know what it is.
What made you have that outlook on life? Because a lot of rappers don't really think like that.
It's failure, bro. Just losing, taking so many losses. That's what made me be like, okay, let me change my mentality so I don't look at these as losses. These are all lessons. I learned from every loss. I learned from every failure. And then that's how you get stronger. Because your mind is the strongest muscle. If your mind is strong, bro, you can take over the world. COD is basically a street term. It comes from, cash on delivery. But I changed and I said cash on demand because we want ours. We demanding it. We ain't going to just ask for it. That's pretty much what it's about. And, it just came from the lifestyle I was living at the time and what my music was reflecting. I partnered up with my long-term friend, Cherie Lewis, and she's definitely helped out a lot, changed the growth. You know what I'm saying? Even opened my eyes to the possibilities as an independent label.
So talk about what you and your business partner be doing together, what we were just talking about right now.
And that's a fact. My business partner is Cherie Lewis. She's in the cut, aka Miso.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna take it back. But basically, we just be plotting to take over the world, man. I just pretty much come with the art and the vision of where I want to go, and she always executes. She's very what's the word I'm looking for? She's very structured. She knows how to bring structure to the creativity.
That's a woman for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for this album, we trying to take everything to the next level. The visuals, the music, the quality. So we definitely got to take the merch to another level. So I linked up with the same people who gave me an opportunity a few years back to change my lifestyle with, which happened to be called The Life Apparel. So they end up saying that they wanted to work with me and get my, pretty much put my vision in the merch form, and that's what we doing. We doing a collab. Yeah, right now we at the Life Apparel warehouse right now, and they do merch for people like Bone Thugs and Harmony, George Lopez, 3-6 Mafia, Trade the Truth, just to name a few. And they pretty much gonna be designing my merch for the new album that's dropping, Move Silent Blow Loud 2. So we're gonna just look at some shirts, see what we trying to do, what direction we want to go with it, get some approval, and then let's move forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited about this merch. I feel like this merch drop is gonna really shake shit up. It's gonna make a lot of artists local, because independent artists don't really understand the value of it. Right. And I feel like it's gonna open their minds up and let them know how serious this merch shit is and how you gotta take it serious. It's a whole nother revenue stream, and you ain't even really doing much. You know what I'm saying? You already made the music, so the fashion is just speaking for the music. There was a lot of shit on my mind, so at the moment, I didn't have a home. I didn't have a studio home, and I've always had a studio home. I've always had a place where I could record, and my homeboy, Tom Malik, was like, yo, I think you fuck with my boy, and he introduced me to Mike West, and as soon as we linked up, it was just instant. I felt comfortable, because the thing about being a recording artist and going to different studios, you gotta be comfortable. When you feel comfortable, you create some of the best music. You know what I'm saying? The confidence comes across. So I feel like he just made me feel comfortable. And he's worked with artists like Miguel, Dizzy Wright, Elzai, Janae Aiko. You feel me? So he's well versed far as his ear and what to do, and he knows the level and the quality it needs to be at to be industry ready. I feel like he elevated my whole sound and my whole style. Like, this album is what it is because of him. Lunch meeting with my boy Ice, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what I got planned for the brand and the label and everything, and some new music. Yo, Ice is my brother. That's my brother for real. We came in this. He was my original engineer. Before I met Mike West, he was my original engineer. But my man Ice, like I said, he my brother. He been doing big things behind the scenes, growing his own brand. I call him my A&R. I always let him listen to my music. I always let him hear stuff and really get his input and his view on it. And he always want nothing but the best for me, and I want nothing but the best for him. I just want him to continue to grow, and I know he wants the same for me. So that's pretty much where that relationship comes. We always keep him in. He makes sure we keep our business tight, and that's my brother. That's all I can say. That's my brother. We about to meet with my boy B. James, celebrity fashion designer. He gonna get some measurements, give me a couple, a few things that's gonna come in some videos in the future. So we about to go to his little headquarters. He gonna measure me up. It's regular. I reached out to him, and then he hit me back. He was like, yo, what you need, King? Like, what are you trying to do? I was like, man, I wanted some fly shit. Like, I know you do stuff for models and like slimmer people, but I want you, what can you do for me? He was like, I want to make a big dude fly. Like, I want to do that. I feel like you guys are, are looked over. I'm doing stuff for Lady Gaga, Rich the Kid, Beyonce. He did stuff for so many people. For him to be like, yo, I want to mess with a dude from the IE, you feel me? It's like, yo, that's a no-brainer. Let's make it happen.
What year did I meet you, man?
It was like 2017.
Yeah, 2017, 16. I think you gave me a mixtape. Yeah. Very first time we started working, and I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it like immediately. I'm like, all right, cool. So the next time we started working, I'm like, damn, I forgot to listen to 16. Shit, that's what I'm vibing with. Blew me away. So I looked at the time I was looking for a few artists to work with that was coming up, and like he caught my eye once I just heard his lyrics, and then his swag reminded me of like a new era of Biggie, you know what I'm saying, and the way he carried himself. So I was just like, oh, we gotta attack it. And what made it even dope is that he came to me with the creativity of what he wanted already. You get what I'm saying? I just kind of magically put together what was going on in his head.
Yo, what's good? Yeah, so we in the stew pretty much. We about to listen to the final masters, you know what I'm saying, of the album. Pretty much getting everything geared up for Move Silent Blow Loud 2. And we got my boy Jacob, Intricate Sounds, and that's really what we're doing, man. We just here to listen to the masters, you know, approve everything and get ready to give it to the people. Jacob was a person that I've been a fan of. Like, we've known each other for years, but I'm just a fan of his sound. Like, I've heard him take bullshit and make it sound like it's ready for the radio. So I knew with what I did with Mike West, in the way that he's gonna fine tune it and polish it, it was just like, oh yeah, this is just platinum, you know what I'm saying? And you know, his name speaks for itself, Intricate Sound. He's very intricate how he do it. He takes his time with it, he slow cooks it, it's like gumbo.
Look, I can hit you with some real millionaire shit. Indoor exotic 700 for the zip. Ace out the bottle, to the neck we don't sip. All blue hundreds, time for money clip. $500 cologne, I can't lie about the drip. Speaking ill about me, please get off a nigga dick. Went to major for minor chips. It's like a piece of heaven when I enter her vagina. Got a brain like an elephant, streets gave me my intelligence. I don't speak on what's irrelevant. I don't want her unless she elegant, then get her out of delicates.
Justin, one love IE. You feel me? That's all I really got to say. But we linked up because I'm gonna just give the full backstory. You know, I'm bald, as you can see. In the midst of going bald, you know, it's hard to come home. It's hard to embrace it. So in the midst of me trying to embrace it slowly, I bought a lot of fucking hats. So I will buy his hats. I bought like at least fucking 600-700 hats of his, you know? We went out, we had lunch, we pretty much just talked, and I told him what I was trying to do, you know? He told me what he's doing and, you know, how he started, and just basically he motivated me. He's a big portion of like my drive and my consistency and me taking it to the next level, and he loves IE like I love IE. That's what we trying to push. We trying to push this IE shit to the next level. Move Silent Blow Loud 2 is a tale. It's a hustler's tale. Like, in the truest form, it's a hustler's tale. So I'm gonna just break it down track by track so you can understand why I say what I say. Track number 1, consistency key. Pretty much is like, yo, you about to get into this grind, you know what I'm saying? You got your connect, now you like, okay, look, let me get consistent, let me get the ball rolling. That's pretty much what the intro is. It's like, yo, we getting the ball rolling, we opening up the door for a new lifestyle. Boom, track number 2, you got California plates. At this point, you booming. You got a clientele, you moving, however you gotta move, you eating good, your whole lifestyle is like elevating in a sense. You feel me? But it's still the beginning. You still starting up, but you doing a little better than the competition. Boom, level up. That's track number 3. Level up is basically at this point, you got your shit clicking. Your clientele is set down, like it's set. Your shit is all in order. Now you like, okay, now I gotta expand. Now I gotta take it to a whole nother level. That's what level up is basically representing. Then next track, number 4. In the midst of leveling up, you gotta look back and see where you came from. That's where Tales from the Hood come. And you basically see like, damn, this is all the shit that I overcome to be at this position I'm in right now. And it'll fucking blow your mind. All the stories that we've all had to go through to be where we at today. And that's where Tales from the Hood come in. Then you got track number 5, which is Whole Mood. Now anybody know in life, you need love. You need somebody, a companion, somebody to hold you down and make you feel sure of yourself. And I feel like that's basically what Whole Mood represents, like finding that person to really hold you down, that queen. Now then we go to track number 6. Shit get a little different. This is Bitch Please. Now this is where you getting money. You still gonna, you know what I'm saying? You found somebody you love, but you getting money. Pussy getting thrown at you. Your lifestyle is at a different little, you know what I'm saying? Things are just different. So you live in a different type of life than the average person that just goes to work or whatever. And that's pretty much that's where the mentality and the attitude, like, what's up? What you gonna do? What's up with it? You trying to fuck with me? This is what you gonna have to do to fuck with me. That's what bitch please represents. Then you go to track number 7. That's call out. So call out is basically about this is basically when you at that point in your life where you starting to see weird shit. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing different activity that you're not really fucking with, and you gotta address it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that this activity that people putting you through could be your downfall. So you gotta address that. That's what call out is basically representing. Addressing all the bullshit and the fake shit that you seeing around you because your life has changed. You've elevated as a hustler. Track number 8 is on their feet. So that song basically represents you done leveled up. You know what I'm saying? You calling people out. You seeing what it is. You got a girl by your side. Now you like, yo, I gotta put my team on. I gotta make sure everybody around me is in a position to live the same way I'm living. And that's what on their feet represents. Then you go to track number 9, which track number 9 is High Again. That's basically like one of them tracks where it's like, yo, I'm living life. You just driving, you smoking, you really reflecting like, damn, we really did it. You know what I'm saying? You know that moment when you really conquer something and you need to smoke a blunt, you in the car, it's late night, you like, yo, I really did something. Like, I'm really on to something. Your confidence is at an all-time high. You smoking. It's like when DMX was in Belly and he running lights like, shorty can't eat no books. I'm out here smoking. These motherfucking cops can't touch me. You know, that type of vibe. Now, you go to track number 10. This is Respectfully. Shit is starting to take a turn. You know what I'm saying? You can't get too high up on the totem pole without having to prove you deserve that. So Respectfully is basically an aggressive record that shows like, yo, like I'm not playing with y'all. If I gotta protect what I built, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to protect what I built. And that's what Respectfully basically comes from. That's the energy of that. Then you go to track number 11, which is Stay Out the Way. So once you done got rowdy and you did all this shit to protect your shit, the heat is on. Shit's getting difficult. Now you gotta like, yo, I gotta dial it back. I gotta stay out the way. Shit is getting weird. People are starting to watch me. I'm probably gonna fuck up my whole operation because I was too hot-headed. I didn't think. So that's where Stay Out the Way comes. Then you got track number 12. Track number 12 is the Feds Come. Feds Come is basically like you telling your team like, look, I'm staying out the way. Shit getting crazy, but is you gonna be loyal? If people start asking questions, are you gonna be loyal to me? You gonna look out for me? Or are you gonna fold? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm out of here. I'm at a position where I could duck off, but I gotta make sure you gonna stay loyal to that, to this what we trying to build. Then you get to the next track, which the next track is Type of Nigga. Type of Nigga is basically somebody done snitched. Shit's going left. This is the downfall. You feel me? Now you like, what the fuck? Who's the rat? Who's the rat in the camp? You trying to figure it out. It gets aggressive. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? You trying to weed all your options out. You trying to cut the grass, but it's already too late. You feel me? You already going down the downward spiral. You know what I'm saying? That's the plight of the hustler. Now you at the last track, which is part 2. Basically, the hook on part 2 I took from Young Jeezy when he says, last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. Now, anybody who's lived this lifestyle understands when you go to jail, when you behind that wall, you always talking about what you used to be. You know what I'm saying? How you had it. You feel me? Like, man, I was the man on these streets. You better ask. But you ain't on the streets no more, bro. You gone. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up. You got too comfortable. Now you out of here. You can't talk about it. And then like, we got the hidden track there. Still no days off. And that's when you sitting on your bunk. You reflecting on all the things you did right and all the things you did wrong, and you really just have to have a conversation with yourself and really understand, fuck, this is where it's at. This is what happened. But I did this. I can't blame nobody else. And that's pretty much what Move Silent Blow Loud is. It's a fucking movie. You can't listen to one track without listening to it in sequence. It's like, it tells the whole story. So if you a hustler, if you any type of person that's dabbling in any type of that type of world, it pretty much will tell you what's the outcome of it. So you gotta figure out a way. And even I say on records, like, yo, get your money and get out the game. Like, you gotta figure out how you gonna make that transition, because nothing lasts forever. And that's pretty much what Move Silent Blow Loud too is telling me.
Eating $100 steak and it's lots on my plate. I just want a Bentley on some Forgiato skates. Used to move weight, I was always out of state. Never go through Texas with some California plates. Eating $100 steaks and it's lots on my plate. I just want a Bentley on some Forgiato skates. Used to move weight, I was always out of state. Never go through Texas with some California plates.
This one thing I want to put this on there. This one thing motherfuckers gotta understand. This is the IE. We don't give a fuck, like you remember how Corrupt said, we don't want your streets, your shit. That's how I feel, bro. This IE shit is, if you a real IE cat, you don't want to be LA, you don't want to fuck with none of that. Like, we want our own shit.